how quickly does Ame get that, you know, BKB again? Is it going to be the Yasha strain of the BKB?
They should be able to pro him pretty hard, though, with the Doom in lane, at least. Shaker is a bit of a greedy support, and it depends if LGD run this tri lane again. I think you really want to try and be pressuring the PA lane this time, even if you like the Venge and the Earthshaker up here as well. These two supports have really good kill potential between them. You know, put it to good use.
The battle begins.
Oh, and they're actually going to put the PA in the bot lane up against the Tusa with their dry lane. By the looks of it.
The Phantom Assassin down here. They've also got Brimstroke. And over mid, maybe with the Monkey King. FY going towards top to help out this Venomancer. And that'll be Veno against the Doom.
Yeah, that's such a good matchup for the Venom. You should be able to absolutely crush this lane. So even though maybe the team might not have a great time around here, should still do okay. And on top of that, the Veno should absolutely destroy the Veno. Sorry, the Veno should absolutely destroy the Doom. I'm looking forward to this mid matchup though. I want to see how SCC plays this. Really
seems like a matchup that maybe has to be very careful and like we said, maybe not expecting many rotations. And already you can see that he's backed up towards his tower. FY meanwhile, they think about going in on a Wasty, but the Infernal Blade hits on a Chalice. The Skewer pushing them away from this Venomancer. And does he have level 2 yet? No, he's not even close, but at least it'll be a trade. Wasty gets first blood on Chalice. FY gets the return kill on Alwyn. Maybe if he was level 2 and had the Venomous Scale, it would work down in his favor, but only has Poison Sting, and now he's level 2, finally has the Venomous Scale.
Yeah, but you see that Newbee played that moment really well because they hit their level 2 before the other team.
Now we see on the tower Venomous Gale, South pop by FY. He will survive this. See,
FY's just baiting him in.
Bait all the way in, yeah. He baits in, screws him back to tower. Venomous Gale, you're so slow, you can't even catch up to FY.
It looks like the Doom TP down to bottom lane as well, so PA just TP's top. Yeah, he really doesn't want to play into that matchup. Deuce is struggling to find farm. She's actually at 6 CS, almost 3 minutes into the game. So, what do you want to be?
Not an easy lane, and Moogie now coming into this top lane with Chalice. No TP for 21 seconds, so potentially they could go for a kill. Stifling Dagger, Venomous Gale. Might have enough damage. Especially with FY coming in. He's trying to set up the skewer. And misses it. He just whips it on San Shang. The Mystic Snake hits. They should still have this kill. But it was very funny to see him go south. And then you can see he's trying to line it up and just completely whiffs.
Like, with a lot of teams, you would have just seen them try and move their core instantly straight away there to the other lane. But you see,
yeah, now they'll go for Moogie, who's in so much trouble. FY hitting away, and Moogie's barely surviving. The Stifling Dagger comes out. Lacey trying to protect the president. And Moogie, very low. Lacey, and Totem still alive. The score gets the kill, almost hits Moogie, who will end up surviving the onslaught. The ultimate play gets sent to Tao, back out of the lane for a little bit. Respected.
Haste.
It is, yeah.
So they want to get a kill. X-Nova baiting in Owen, because here comes Maybe, and the Venomous Gale lands. Inkdwell on top will stun up Owen, and it's another easy one here for LGD. 5 in their favor. Balance Strike is what does the deed, and Owen ends up dying. And that leaves Ame by himself, but he doesn't really quite care. It's just a level 2 Medusa.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
See, now the Doom TP's bot. Why is Chalice leaving? Is he just going mid? Okay.
Does he do better in this mid matchup? He's down 3 levels, so probably still going to struggle.
I mean, the Monkey just can't lane against the Dazzle anymore. Like, SCCC level 5. So. I have frozen. This is interesting.
Go for a quick restart. I can still hear you.
Oh, hang on.
Crashing for everybody. It's still big. 5-1 though. 1,000 over lead here for LGD. Maybe finding a better situation over bottom, but wait, see. Like he's setting up to throw a fissure, blocking the Monkey King, and potentially get aggressive to look for a kill, but he's still a hard hero to kill. They'll bring down a third in the Dazzle. So they don't want to let the Monkey King be by himself, away from the Dazzle. And, well, they throw the fissure. They bring SCCC down bottom. And he goes up into the trees and back towards his tower. So maybe easily escaping. 6.5 minutes in. Dazzle does lead CS, but it has been a fun open lane for the Phantom Assassin. They have 1-1-1 so far, FY. We'll probably see that 1-3-1 again. Coming out for the Magnus. Try to get the high end power.
Like the 3-1-1 build. For themselves, but the way that LGD play it, they just love the flung breed with this mag.
Shanks or Fate. It will hit the Venge, but I may not committing any further. I may just continuing to farm up almost 6. And what I think asking, we saw level 6. He got the coup de grace and rotated over mid. That was where he got 2 kills. So he's very willing to rotate, especially once he gets the crit. But under the tier 1 tower, X-Nova silences the Earthshaker. Massive rotations coming out. This could be what we're seeing as the fissure's thrown. And here comes the Phantom Assassin looking over it all. And now back over to the Earthshaker. Wasey trying to run to at least get a kill on X-Nova. But he moves himself out of the way and Wasey dies to Ame. Meanwhile, Sansheng has been spotted by Newbee as well as FY. Shockwave comes in. Shockwave, Boundless Strike. One more hit. Gets the kill. And that's 2 kills there for LGD. One in the bottom lane, one in the top. FY has to be very careful. Taking a lot of damage. And the Poison Touch does end up getting the kill.
Oh, mid lane as well. They're going on the Medusa.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to get the Medusa moving out without the fissure hits. That'll be on to the Venomancer. X-Nova by himself. The magic missile comes in. And also send the Dazzle mid. So they ends up 4 heroes mid with a big rotation from Newbee just to get the Grimstroke. Look at this stack too inside the jungle. Ready for the PA.
The way they're playing again, though, like this PA is just getting absolute free farm. 0-1, just top of the network, even in front of the Dazzle that's had a pretty much a free lane. Ame's having, amazing time.
Stacks are being given to Maybe to recover. Good idea.
Oh, FY.
Poison Touch chunking him hard.
The Poison Touch has run out now, but they could just dive the tower here by the looks of it.
And he doesn't have to steer. There's no way away from this situation.
Are scanning.
Like, Newbee making some okay rotations, but they're only getting support kills out of it. Like, this isn't the trade that you want. Like, you send 4 heroes or whatever it was to top lane, and you get a mad kill. It's okay, but LGD don't really mind about that.
Yeah, they did the same thing over mid. They sent 4 heroes mid, they got a kill on the Grimstroke. And that was it.
And it feels the same again, where Moogie's kind of just lacking in XP. He's starting to fall behind a little bit. The same as he did on his Veno last game.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
No, you know, you're hoping Medusa's able to do something, but at slow of a pace, will it be enough? Because you're having a Monkey King who's starting to recover, going into the Echo Saber, picking up these stacks, recovering from an abysmal mid lane, and now Ame will be going into Yasha, and then presumably, if it's the same build, BKB.
Yeah, these slow-paced games always favour the mag lineup, though, where they can just use this in power to out-farm the other team. Yeah, like I say, LGD are going to be fine. Like, you see, they take this top 1 on Newbee. All of a sudden, like, they see them just all leaving. As you see the whole of Newbee just leaving, so now PA TP's up here and just starts farming here instead. Like, they need to make an aggressive move on this PA at some point. Otherwise, the same thing's going to happen as last game. It just takes over.
The same thing they let happen.
Bot lane.
They were just allowing. Your X-Nova, he survives it all. The Phantom's Embrace comes out on the Doom, and he stays alive. They are the ones who get the kill on All-In. And he uses Doom.
Why did he drop the Doom? I don't understand. Because now that's on cooldown for another 130 seconds. Like, it's going to be so much more difficult for Newbee to make a play on the map without that spell being available.
It's similar to last game with the Primal Split. We saw the Primal Split available and immediately used. LGD worked off that this time around. It seems like that's more the Doom factor.
It just feels like Newbee have given LGD their comfort zone again. Like, why would you give LGD this when they're obviously so comfortable on it? Like, it feels like they've played this strategy, maybe with a few different heroes, so many times. Like, this Mag PA opening, they're like, yeah, we know how to play this. And like we said, like, try and beat us at the start of the game. And it feels like Newbee is struggling to find the answers at the moment.
It seems, again, like they're putting a lot of pressure on their Medusa player.
Middle tower is under attack.
Leave them back up. They do smoke, so without the Doom, they're going to try and be aggressive. We'll see if they really benefits them in any way. The Ventmancer is here bottom, but Chalice only here for a second and a half longer, and he's gone.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're just they're outmaneuvering them. Like, Newbee are desperately trying to make things happen. You can see, like, they understand that the pressure is on them. They're really struggling to find the opening that they want.
They saw that smoke over too, I believe. The ward inside the jungle. By the shrine.
Okay. I mean, it's like X-Nova's warding as well has been on point for a long time. You know, people have been complimenting him, you know, since before TI, it feels like. This kind of, you know, style of warding that he does.
He somehow seems to get wards down on the opponent's side of the map in the most crucial spots without dying so often.
It's something we used to see from solo, or we still do from solo as well, where even when behind, they kind of put their wards in these more aggressive spots all the time, just to like spot rotations coming in. And this PA is going to spot the Venge. So she knows that she's just warded there somewhere.
And his Ameame is looking to possibly get Sanshang, but too far away, grouped with too many allies. Ameame continues to just farm, and it is going to be that BKB next.
Yeah, it's the classic build at the moment, the Yash into the BKB. Obviously, Yash is just a nice farming item. Like, you want to build into that Manta eventually anyway. Like, if the dude blinks in on top of you, you can just pop that Manta. It's always nice. And then you have kind of like this double defensive save as well between the BKB and the Manta.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
But yeah, when you have power on your team as the Mag and you have Yasha, like, you farm so quickly between the two.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
BKB next year for maybe. He's got the Echo there. They lose the top tier 2 tower. This happened in the previous game, I believe, too. They gave up the tower.
Yeah, it's like we talked about. They're not going to take fights on LGD until they're ready, until they have their key item. Like, they're just splitting the map up at the moment. They're waiting for the BK on the PA, Blink on the Mag. What's Chalice building as well? Oh,
They find SCCC. The TP won't happen. The Inkswell pops. And they get the kill onto the Dazzle.
Yeah, that's probably the most valuable kill they could get on the map at the moment as well. When you play these really noble heavy heroes like the Dazzle, things like the Queen of Pain as well, or, you know, we don't really see the hero too much anymore, I guess. Any kill you can get on these snowbally heroes are super valuable, just because it really puts a dent in the way they want to play the game. They push forward, be aggressive all the time. And this Deuce is getting farm, but like we talked about, when it's this slow-paced game, the PA always benefits just because of the Empower. Always farms faster.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
PA only about 1,000 gold away from the BKB. And, you know, maybe he's not too far away from his either.
Radiant's top tower is under
They're going to have these 2 BKBs. We saw that in game 1 where they got the BKB on the Doom as well as the Phantom Assassin around the same time. And then they just fought.
I'm trying to think of what Newbee can do now to get back into the game. And they need to try and take a fight like really soon before the Mag gets the blink. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for them. Like, they need to get this blink on the Shaper as well, who's only about 150 gold away. Because it feels like they really struggle to start fights unless they have that blink on the Shaker.
Radiant are scanning.
And why
Yeah,
is
they want
Susan
to weigh
taking
in
farm
there.
away from the Shaker at the moment? Yeah, like, she realizes now.
But Shaker in trouble. Wasey so close to this blink dagger. The swap out, that could be the difference in getting that BK or getting that blink dagger. The Wukong command is dropped down. They've got the RP. This wraps up a couple. Down goes the Venge. They'll look for Alwyn to get a second, but they've got the shallow grave.
Radiant's middle
And that
tower
was the
is under attack.
so only just in the end, there's a lot of least Newbee still and things come the career, so
Ooh, Poison Nova. They were going to grab that kill onto the Doom, but Blink Totem. That's the debut. It's shown off that they've got the Blink Dagger on the Wasey.
yeah, that's
A little bit of an aggressive play, but not too far from LGD.
they were looking for. But not enough for
Radiant's
Newbee,
bottom
honestly.
tower is under
They
attack.
only lose them. They still have the, like, amazing. They didn't get out alive. Sanchez is more than happy to give life maybe for the show. Because he's on course, so I'm gonna go for this
Radiant's
roast.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire
And
are
we've seen
scanning.
no take fault.
They scan, but they see it. They immediately TP over to the shrine.
They're gonna try and throw you'd imagine.
Chalice gets hit by the magic missile. He's coming around. They've also got the stroke of fate. That'll show that Alwyn and Mugi are inside the pit. The Venomous Gale. And it hits onto Mugi. And it's pushing them out of this pit.
There's a lot of hope lined up, you know, with the stroke of fate with the wards coming out as well.
They shrine up and go to re-enter. But the wards, the play wards are there to stop this. Ooh, smoke, no. They don't go immediately back into the pit. They're actually looking for a fight. Wasey leading. He's in the trees. Chalice breaks the smoke. It's just him. And the feeder from behind. The spot him with the force step up to the high ground. That's perfect because now they've got the soul behind. That'll land on a 2. The big hit is popped by Ameame. The Echo Slam is a win. The Doom is out onto the Phantom Assassin. Swapped back but not enough damage yet. The second swap, Poison Touch comes in, but the RP is huge, and there's the balance chart on top of it. In the Wukong's command Sansheng, that's Triple C are done. Mugi's gonna be next. He's got the Spirit Missile on him. He goes down. 4 heroes dead on the side of Newbee. LGD, they lose Ameame, but they win that fight handily.
I don't know how many times I've seen this recently where LGD looked through in a strict like a situation, then all of a sudden FY just turns up to the fight. But Newbee, it felt like Newbee were doing a really good job there of just playing the PA BKB out so they could finish him off after. And all of a sudden, the whole of LGD is just on the high ground waiting. You know, who's baiting who? And they're going to get the Aegis for themselves.
They don't call him FY God enough. Ooh, the
bush is going.
The Fisher! He got the Aegis! At least he gets the Aegis! And they got themselves killed on Roche!
What a play!
Wacy! Oh my god, he's thief!
And that's such a nice play as well because it's going to keep them in the game. It felt like if LGD had got that Aegis there, you know, the percentage shots of this game for Newbee would have shot down completely, but boy, they really want to dress up as princesses, don't they? They really want to go to the Asia. Oh.
Dota's got to make Crystal Maiden part of the meta a lot more. You know, Frozen 2's coming out. Definitely an opportunity to do so.
My only worry for Newbee at the moment is that it still feels like this Deuce is really lacking in far. Like she's not doing too much at the moment, but you know, we have seen these really late game Deuces come out of the show, you know, at the 30-minute mark or so, when they get a couple more
network behind the Dazzle. Like that's not just slacking. That feels like it's a big ways back.
He's building. Okay, he's building Manta on the PA. At some point, he probably wants to build a Lincoln.
Sure. Well, is it gonna pop? It will. It hits this Earthshaker. Now the Soul Line comes out, looking for the death. The Poison Touch is thrown in Ameame upon the BKB, as does Maybe. They're splitting up the fight. They look over at Triple C. He'll use the Shallow Grave, try and run into the corner, and he will end up falling. Or, well, maybe not. Wacy.
There's no T on the Dazzle.
He dies at. Looks like they're just gonna kill him off, and Triple C walks away.
Maybe
they were right up on him.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but they get the Earthshaker kill. They did have to use the Grimstroke buyback, but not the end of the world. They did use Doom on Newbee, so talk about how important this spell is in the fights. You see, they've been trying to do the every time to take away that mobility with advantage. So without the Doom, it feels like another, you know, so the LGD should just carry on farming for that. Actually, gonna look up.
We're gonna keep it aggressive.
Okay. You can look at it as well that, you know, the Doom's down, stopping us apart now. Oh, Sansheng.
Very, very dead.
Turns around and maybe get us here. Right. Oh no, never mind. Poor Venge.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just Sansheng who dies to the smoke, but still they're pressuring around this tier 2 to go behind it and come in. That's why unfortunately just gets stunned, and that's a quick little death there.
That's a good goal for Newbee though. They should keep their mid tier 2 alive with that. I'm surprised they didn't just go for bot tier 2 on LGD. I know the tower doesn't mean too much, but you know, gold's gold. Take whatever you can get.
Roche up in 4.5 minutes. A long time till that Roche is available. And it's almost so beneficial for Newbee to be in that spot. To have the Medusa have a little bit more time. It's starting to rise up the net worth. It's been a slow crawl to the top, but I could definitely see Medusa getting there. The question is it going to be enough?
He's getting. The thing is, well, they have the swap available for the initiations and whatnot from LGD. So The problem is it feels like Sanchez to get life up before the RP comes out all the time. Somebody's getting dumped on by either the A or the King. And so Sanchez himself in and then the RP comes from FY afterwards. Not really having a potential available.
Another smoke from LGD. So just not letting off the gas, continuing to build the pressure up. BKB here for the Doom. Battleblade next for WAC. Dazzle going into a Vortex has Guardian Greaves and a Necro 1.
New treasures. This should make my life easier.
Should be able to grab this tier 2 tower over bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Monkey King's farming really well. He's Diffusal Blade, Echo Saver going into a Satanic and has the BKB, 8-second BKB.
I mean, it's getting to that point again where what it takes is one good pick before and all of a sudden the fight's just over. Like, got these two cores that benefit in power so much that they just jump into the fight and they can drop so quickly within that hit. You have to be so careful with their positioning. Oh, they get the
Doom
spot.
on a Venomancer and really burning down low. Infernal Blade hits again. Wukong's command the BKBs pop by the Doom and they'll get the deny on the Chalice. So you back up far enough where they don't get the kill, they just get the deny. And Doom's down.
I'm surprised they commit the wounds, so they kind of just drive Newbee away. Like you say, with Doom down now, now it comes back up again, they might look to try and move. As they did before. It's so much more of a passive game if it was like this time. Oh, skewered.
Yeah, mid, they find the Doom and Balance Strike hits and he just used the BKB before. Mugi's there though. Keep his Doom safe. All while Ame just continued to farm top going for this Desolator.
I don't know if people are aware of this. I feel like I should mention it. If you use Mystic Snake, you use Mischief to dodge the damage, you do still lose your mana. So, although it's nice to be able to dodge the mana, especially, the damage, especially in lane, the mana skill is enough. Little things.
See, he loses about half his mana off that Mystic Snake. Talent is pretty disgusting.
I think that's for as long as it has in the game. Like, I know it got from before, but still, it's very strong. Just decided to go the other way and nerf the 25 talent instead. And what I do. Remember getting that 800 mana at level 20, it was before. Changed up now.
Roche is possibly up in 40 seconds. Where LGD, they have been pressuring and pushing Newbee behind the river, making sure that they don't cross, and well, they might be able to get the kill on all. And with this Primal Spring forcing out the BKB again.
Yeah, like he has to play safe here though. Like he has to just throw the BKB out to make sure he can escape. He doesn't know who's behind the Monkey King when he jumps in there, so always be on the safe side. Hiding
this Medusa and again just pushing them back, hoping that they can posture on this Roche pit and eventually take the next Aegis and Cheese if they could push Newbee far enough away or find a pick off, something to give them an advantage where they can go into the Roche pit successfully.
I thought Ame would build Satanic next as well, just to have the status resistance available against if he gets doomed, but he's actually got the Basher queued up instead, so wants to play a little bit more aggressive. You know, get involved in the middle of these fights. I think he just assumes he's going to get doomed anyways. Just build tanky. Go for that Abyssal Blade. And then he can possibly try and bring people down in the, you know, the duration of the RP and a little bit after with the stun of the Abyssal.
Radiant's top tower has
Pushing Newbee back to get themselves the top tier 2. Only the mid tier 2 stands in terms of outer towers for Newbee. They're in their jungle right here by the top shrine and again setting up for the next Roche, which is up in 1 minute and 15.
Yeah, it's so much easier to set up for these Roche fights as well if you're LGD, just because you have the Veno wards available, just to constantly scout for you all the time. You see Chalice is always, yeah, you see like even now he's just placing them whenever he walks around just to see anything that could possibly come their way. And you can see how much emphasis putting on the Roche Pit LGD by, you know, this, they've got a ward by the shrine and they've got one on the high ground. So they really want to see everything that's coming here.
San Sheng walks into the plague hordes in a stroke of fate. The warding over by this shrine and up on the hill, it's good vision for them and just waiting for this Roche. The scan comes in from Newbee. Roche isn't up just yet, but they have the scan and they know that LGD is nearby. San Sheng showing himself, and Stifling Dagger comes out. Oh, big crit! But the Shallow Grave is there to get the save. Now the BKB will pop the blink forward with the Doom onto the Phantom Assassin. Wukong's command balance strike hits on the Medusa. And this is Medusa not getting into the fight at all. Swap back by San Sheng. So Doom's going to be down once again.
Yeah, with this Doom being down and Roshan's just spawned, you see LGD using their courier in the pit to scout it out. They're just going to go straight in. What are they afraid of now? And you saw how difficult it was for Newbee to break that high ground that we talked about, though. With these plague wards everywhere, LGD having the vision on the high ground, they see absolutely everything.
They just can't get close enough to the Roche Pit again to steal it.
Like they smoked up on Newbee, but...
Cheese, Wasty, and Chalice getting low. Guardian Greaves pops that ulti. RP comes in with the soul bind on a couple of these heroes. It's on the Doom. And he'll start to walk away. The Doom and the Medusa are stuck together. X-Nova goes down, but look at the balance strike doing so much damage to the Medusa and the Doom, who have to back off the buyback from San Sheng. The Primal Spring on Triple-C. He already used the Shallow Grave on the Medusa, so he doesn't have it for himself. Into the base goes Ame, and he grabs the kill onto the Medusa, who immediately buys back. That's 3 buybacks expended by Newbee. And LGD, they're only without their Grimstroke, and they still have this Aegis.
Make sure you don't get too greedy here on LG. Yes, you've got the Aegis, but you don't have the numbers advantage. Islam's still up from the Shaker as well, who's actually invis on the side of the fight here.
And pushing Ame away, doing quite a bit of damage. There's the blink forward with the Shiva is Wasty. He's gonna get spotted, but the skill over. They don't have RP again. The Fissure, the 2 damage coming up from the there's the Echo Slam landing onto the Guardian, or the Shallow Grave is on San Sheng, and the swap comes out. The Cheese is there. Wasty goes down as well. San Sheng, Mugi trying to do enough damage to Ame, who gets hit by the Shallow Grave and just jumps out, but then loses the Aegis.
Yeah, just wanted to give his life up there, it felt like on PA. Just to get rid of the Aegis.
For more. All in. Chase down, and BKB popped again. And Triple-C 4 steps out of the Wukong's command. Wasty looking for the Fissure, but BKB just runs out afterwards. Now the Stone Gate. This is Medusa on the high ground. Mugi could be isolated from the team if he's not too careful. And he's got the Jingu procced. And coming in with the right click damage. Get the kill. 90 seconds. Dead, no buyback. Yeah, he bought back just a second ago.
He's going to go for the Doom
strike
as well
once
here.
again. And Doom will throw the Doom onto the Monkey King. Inferno Blade comes in. Shadow Amulet, the blink away.
But that's the Doom down again, and they're not getting anything from it. Like, he's using the Doom purely to be able to get away. So now that LGD are going to siege this high ground, how are they going to hold this without the ult?
No Dusa for a minute. No Dazzle for 40. Everybody up here for LGD. Got RP ready. Everything up except the Wukongs.
They just called it.
LGD going to Disneyland. And they've got their opportunity. They'll go for the major with Keen Gaming, and 2 easy-looking games for them.
I feel like, you know, coming into this series, everybody probably would have expected this result, but I think Newbee are probably going to be a little bit disappointed in themselves with their execution of some of the fights in the last couple of games, because they know that they can do better than this, especially like this up to the 15-minute mark. It felt like